The truth about my relationship is not confined to fleeting moments of bliss, nor captured entirely in whispered I love yous. It exists in the spaces in between, in the echoes of our laughter, in the quiet of shared silences, in the vulnerability of being seen, truly seen, and choosing to stay. It began as all stories do, with curiosity, with possibility, two hearts, two paths colliding. I remember the way you looked at me, not just as though you saw me, but as though you understood me, even before I had words for myself. You drew me closer, not with grandeur, but with the gentle gravity of your presence. But love is never simple. It is no fairy tale spun with ease. It is raw and real, messy and magnificent. We entered this not as blank slates, but as stories already half told, each carrying the weight of the lives we'd lived before, the scars that mapped our journeys, the fears that whispered doubts in the quiet of night. The truth about my relationship is that love did not come fully formed. It was not a revelation, but a construction, brick by brick, moment by moment, laid with care and effort, and sometimes through tears. It was forged in the fire of honesty, of speaking truths we would rather hide, of showing the wounds we'd long kept buried. There were days when it was easy, when love felt like sunlight, warm and endless, filling every corner of our souls. Days when laughter came effortlessly, when the world seemed to shrink to just us, bound by an invisible thread of joy. But there were also days when love was hard, when distance felt closer than closeness, when words failed, and all that remained was the weight of unspoken fears. We learned, slowly and painfully, that love is not the absence of hardship, but the presence of commitment. It is not the smooth road, but the choice to walk together, even when the path is steep, even when the destination is unclear. We argued, not because we didn't care, but because we cared so deeply, because passion and pain often share the same language. We stumbled, not out of weakness, but out of the courage it takes to navigate the uncertain terrain of intimacy. And through it all, we held on, not because we had to, but because we wanted to. The truth about my relationship is that it is built on the mundane, on the unnoticed gestures that say, I see you. It is in the way we pass each other coffee in the morning, in the way your hand finds mine without thought, in the small kindnesses that are so easily overlooked, but are the foundation of everything. Love, I've learned, is not a destination, but a journey. It is the steady pulse of life, the rhythm that carries us forward, through days of joy and nights of doubt. It is not static, it evolves, changing as we change, growing as we grow. There is a quiet magic in its constancy, in the knowledge that even when the world feels unstable, you are my anchor, my home. Not because we are perfect, but because we are willing to forgive, to try again, to choose each other, even when it's hard. The truth about my relationship is that it has made me brave. Not fearless, for fear is human, but brave enough to face those fears, to trust in something greater than myself. It has taught me that love is not about fixing, but about accepting not just you, but myself and the spaces we occupy together. There is no blueprint for love, no guidebook to navigate the storms. We've been battered by winds of doubt, lost in seas of misunderstanding, and yet we've always found our way back. Not because the storms were easy, but because we held on to each other, to the belief that what we have is worth saving. We've built something here, not with flawless hands, but with hands willing to work, to mend what is broken, to nurture what is fragile. We've learned that love is not static, but dynamic, a living, breathing entity that requires care, attention, and sometimes sacrifice. There were moments of doubt, when the weight of life felt heavier than the promise of love. But in those moments we found something stronger than doubt or resolve, a knowing that this what we have is rare and real. It's not perfect, but it is ours. The truth about my relationship is that it is a partnership, a meeting of equals, not in sameness, but in balance. We are not the same, and that is our strength. Your fire complements my calm, my steadiness tempers your storms. Together, we are more than the sum of our parts. We have learned to dance to the rhythm of each other's lives, sometimes stepping in sync, sometimes tripping over our own feet. But the beauty lies in the dance itself, in the willingness to keep moving, to keep trying, even when the steps are unfamiliar. Love is not a straight line, it twists and turns, it surprises us and challenges. It asks of us patience and rewards us with moments of grace. It demands vulnerability and gives us with intimacy. It is not easy, but it is worth it. The truth about my relationship is that it has taught me what it means to love deeply. Not just the surface love of romance, but the deeper love of understanding, of seeing you for all that you are and being seen in return. It is a love that has challenged me, pushed me to grow, to confront my own fears, to become not just a partner, but a better version of myself. This one mistake will haunt you forever. There was a moment, fleeting and small, a single choice that changed it all. A careless word, a thoughtless deed, a seed of sorrow, a bitter weed. No thunder struck, no bell was rung, no warning whispered, no omen sung. It seemed so slight, a trivial thing. But ripples spread, like stones in a spring. It wasn't malice, it wasn't rage, no wicked plan, no vengeful stage. Just human error, frail and bare. A lapse of judgment hanging there. But time's a mirror, cruel and bright. It shows the cracks beneath the light. This one mistake, it will not fade. Its shadow grows, its price unpaid. The face you love now turns away, the words unspoken, debts to pay. The trust once firm begins to wane, a fragile glass, a spreading stain. Each night it visits, silent, still, a ghost that bends the strongest will. It whispers truths you'd rather hide, a gnawing ache that grows inside. You try to run, to shut it out, to drown its voice, to kill the doubt. But memories linger, sharp and clear, their edges cutting, drawing near. For the way you believe in dreams, yet unseen. For the hope you ignite with words serene. For the way you lift others with your gentle hand, and make the impossible feel easy to stand. You deserve this for the beauty inside, for the strength you show and refuse to hide. For the way your heart beats purely and free, for being the miracle you are to me.